Welcome to Updates. This is Alice. Google is being sued in the US over accusations it deceived people about how to control location tracking. The legal action refers to a widely reported 2018 revelation turning off one location tracking setting in its apps was insufficient to fully disable the feature. It accuses Google of using so-called dark patterns, marketing techniques that deliberately confuse. It refers to an Associated Press revelation turning off location history when using Google Maps or search was insufficient as a separate setting. Web and app activity continued to log location and other personal data. The study, with researchers at Princeton University, found up to 2 billion Android and Apple devices could be affected, but Google said the claims were inaccurate and outdated. Google representative said, "We have always built privacy features into our products and provided robust controls for location data." The senior surgeon in a Paris hospital put the image of a woman's forearm with a Kalashnikov bullet lodged near the bone up for sale online as an NFT. The listing said she had been shot in the arm during the 2015 Bataclan attack in Paris, which left 130 people dead. Asked for comment by Mediapart, which first reported the story, Mr. Mazmejian reportedly said he acknowledged that the sale was an error and that he regretted not having sought permission from the patient, Emmanuel. Mazmejian now faces legal action and possible misconduct charges. Here, NFTs or non-fungible tokens are one-of-a-kind digital collectibles that cannot be duplicated. They do not have a physical presence the same way a painting or sculpture does. Instead, the token is more like a certificate of ownership. Neil Young is threatening to pull his music from Spotify over concerns that the company's exclusive deal with podcaster Joe Ragan is helping fuel the anti-vaccine movement. JRE, which is hosted exclusively on Spotify, is the world's largest podcast and has tremendous influence. Spotify has a responsibility to mitigate the spread of misinformation on its platform. Though the company presently has no misinformation policy, Spotify bought exclusive rights to the Joe Rogan Experience in 2020 in a deal worth north of $100 million. The company has faced criticism over its relationship with its star podcaster for a number of reasons since the ink dried on the deal, including controversies over Rogan's penchant for making transphobic remarks and hosting guests critical of the transgender community. Online marketplace eBay is once again expanding its authentication service, this time to include support for authenticating valuable trading cards. The service will now be able to authenticate cards worth at least $750 from collectible card games, as well as sports and other non-sports cards, the company said. By the middle of this year, this service will grow to include graded, autograph and patch cards sold for $250 and higher. As well, these additions broaden eBay's ability to assure its customers of the authenticity of high-value items, including the sneakers, watches and handbags the company is already able to authenticate. Australia has accused WeChat of taking down Prime Minister Scott Morrison's account and redirecting his followers to a site that claims to provide information for Chinese Australians. The removal of the account was first confirmed Monday by James Patterson, chairman of Australia's Parliamentary Joint Committee on Intelligence and Security. He said in interviews with Australian media that Morrison's account on the platform had been taken over and rebranded. The government has directly appealed to WeChat to ask them to restore access. No response has been given to the government. The fact is, WeChat is one of the most widely used social messaging apps in China. It counted roughly 1.2 billion monthly active users in 2020. Also, Morrison had 76,000 followers on his WeChat account, which he used to communicate with Chinese Australians. Subscribe us and stay updated with transparency. Have a great day.